No, something's weird with it, because I tried to watch the Wait One last night. I couldn't hear anything you were saying, and I couldn't really just hear the music too much. It was just,
It was fighting with each other last night.
yeah, and
Yeah, we used the babies last night.
yeah.
Yeah. It was similar to what we did Tuesday. It made people sweat. And
Oh, yes.
In what class? Weights. Oh, that's me. It was fabulous. Oh, gosh.
Have a seat, ladies. We are gonna use 3-pound weights today. If you have them, great. If you don't, that's okay too.
I have 1 pound weights handy.
1-pound weights work.
Because this is on the 3-pound sheet.
2 cans of veggies works, right?
Couple bottles of water.
Yeah, a couple bottles of water, exactly. Yeah, you only have 1 set of matching 3s. The other set is 3s, but they don't look the same, but
Yeah, we actually got these 3s for
yeah. So, it's okay. Are you pushing those little toes to the floor? Push, 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 push. Are you squeezing all the things?
I'm working better than him.
So, just trying to be funny. This is a little bit with my dogs. So it doesn't choke herself on the leash, but also it tires them out. It tires me out. So I let her set the pace. When she runs at the start of the walk, I just let her run, and I just run with her. And it's like, we're gonna really run? I'm like, we're not gonna you run. And so, and flex. It's good though, because it gives Quinn's brain something to think about.
Right?
Keeping up with her. Are your inner thighs still squeezing? I can actually feel this over here now, but it's open. And that really engages sides of your legs.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
Did you see the foot exercises? On that. I think I put them on both pages. Okay, I was sitting in a chair.
Oh, he was in the chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not really how many people got those.
Really?
Really?
Because we did that a couple of times here, and I had, I think, weights on knees or something, and we were doing a little bit of that. And I was like, it's surprising to me, point front.
That's probably what the right is harder. I was doing it, I did it personally a lot last night.
Yeah, and he was like doing toes.
I gave them the easy one of keep your 4 toes down, pick up your big toe.
Yeah.
And then keep your big toe down, pick up the other. Some could do it on one foot, some could do it with all.
That's very interesting. I'm currently by the window. I'm gonna wait and see. It's gonna work out. Yeah, all together. Bend and flex. And 3, 2, and 1. Open and close. Those. How about 2 feet over to one side? There you go. Windshield wipers.
Isn't it interesting, when you go here, compared to windshield wipers, you don't really get quads much. I mean, I can have quads here versus this one.
Versus this one, yes. Agreed. I thought we should try a few directions. Can you circle up top? So like I'm making a circle, like a halo on my head.
I guess you look in the mirror.
And go the other direction. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. So many things. Let's do bridges though, because they're the only thing that. That's nice. I have a lot of soreness here. Oh, my silliness. Okay, on our knees. And you can use blocks, or you can grab your heel, whatever you like. I'm going to see how heel goes today. There should be a little bit of space between your knees, like a zombie's window.
Yeah, it's getting to ring its foot off.
Yeah, it's gonna do something. Hips nice and straight. Push those hips front and reach to heel. Reach back first and then add the arm. And you can get some stretch without pushing your hips front, but it really brings it up a notch. Yeah, when you think about pushing those hips. Come on down. Other side. Oh my goodness. All right, 2 hands. Hands down, let your back break forward for a second. On the child's pose, comfortable. When you come up, you're gonna stay on those knees. We're going to let those knees go out to the side. So let's start with toes touching. Right? If you need to put your hand in here, actually possibly better. Again, we're doing that sort of straddle split position. So I'm up nice and straight. Right? What I don't want is you to be like this with your legs sticking back, right? Up nice and straight. The idea is to walk your knees out sideways as far as you can and then just hold. And if you need to put hands on blocks, stacking blocks. I actually can reach, I have super long arms. And then after you've been here for a minute, let's slide those feet out so they're now parallel in the back. And then bring those toes back together. And if you can get a little bit more, there's not a whole lot more for me. I gotta be honest here. My straddle split is my least. Especially for people with tight hips, this is tough. And I have very loose hips and it's still tough, so. But I just want that feeling and then leg straight. Toes straight back. So they're. I don't know if the camera can see, but I think you understand my point. All right, come on up. Feels like there's one more thing. Oh. Be sitting. So Pam said she can't lay down today. No, there's no laying down, so I guess we have to sit up. It's Jan to watch. No, we're modifying to fit your limitation today. Your requirement spoken at the beginning of class. It's terrible, I know. So I really want you to think about not sinking into your shoulders, right? Stay up nice and tall. If you want to go to elbows, that's fine too. It does matter how far back you go, right? But you need to be able to make sure that you're not too far. You get a whole different stretch out of it, but having a little bit of distance also works. I also see a modification in the room. I love the recliner. It is nice. So elbows. Fat mat, so it's kind of like, you turn them on a little bit.
Yeah, you turn them out.
Yeah, turn them on.
Right in the sweet spot.
I don't know if I feel comfortable there, but let's try it. It's fun.
Make sure you're squeezing your armpits.
Yes, must squeeze armpits.
Yeah.
Keeps all of this nice and stable so you're not flopping around. So now we need to think about our toes and continue to make sure you're not down, sinking into your shoulders. Point those toes, pull them up as far as you can. Your knees are gonna come back, your hips rock back, and we sit and open. That's really what I wanted to get to.
All that work.
Well, I wasn't gonna do just one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, so Pam, can I modify a little more for you? Yes, I can.
Well, because we were doing them laying down, but
So if you take your toes off, kick out, in, up, out, in, up. Right? It just takes that long lever arm and cuts it in half.
yeah,
So out, and kick out. Out, in, kick out. So you can still do the move.
yeah.
She's like, yeah, if I can. You gotta do it.
Sure. One more, sure, why not?
That's just. And you
Yeah.
get a couple extras, right? Yeah, so that's the modification until you get stronger to do all of the above.
It's harder when you're sitting up anyway. I mean, even when you're back like this, it's getting from the floor to up is a far distance. It is easier when you're laying on your back, but I was trying to be all different.
Hey Pam, just out of curiosity, if you put the block, see where the block is behind you?
She's putting a lot.
Does that help support your back? I don't think so. Okay. Because I'm not trying to lay on the block. It's just enough to help me support myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can't go back. Okay. Okay. Everybody.
All right, let's stand up.
And here comes the rain. Woo! Here comes the rain for real. Big old fat drops.
Looks like big drops. Alright. It's weird because it's got that gloomy look that the sky is bright.
Yeah, over on one side.
It always reminds me of school. Grade school.
It's ominous looking. It is ominous looking.
I like that word.
It's a good word. So I'm in first position, heels together and toes apart. My arms are in preparatory position. I am squeezing. I'm squeezing.
Doesn't Cheryl look smaller today?
Yeah.
Distraction.
Distraction. We're gonna push with our toe. We're gonna go through the 5 positions of the feet. So 0.2 seconds. Drop your heel. I am tense all throughout all of my legs up. Actually, my whole body, really. I'm thinking about pushing and squeezing up to fifth, up to second, into first, point, drop your heel, second. Make sure they line up. Lift, pull into third, squeeze inner thighs, push, fourth position, pull into fifth, up to second, into first. Awesome. Now we will do, oh, your phone is very excited for us.
Yeah. Just trying to mute it. Go ahead.
Well, I want to make sure we stretch our arms again because I want to do that before we pick up the weights. So, up to first, out to second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, other side, first, second, this one, third, fourth, fifth. Make sure you're watching that midline, right? It's like there's a line right down the middle of you. Your hands, your sternum, your zipper. My zipper. Oh, my zipper.
You wore the jacket for a reason, right?
Sure, it was to show you the line that you see on a lot of crowds. Okay? It's part of the form. When you start crossing over, look what happened to my hip. It was like, oh, I don't want to join in. No, it's not okay. Okay, one more time. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down. Awesome. Now let's work with the weights. Sure. Again, 1 pound weights, 3 pound weights, 2 cans of peas, some bottles of water, whatever. I just wanted to add a little bit of oomph. So, let's start first position. How about second position? First position. Now make sure, I want you to think about, as we're doing these, your form, right? My arm position never changes, so that same roundness I have in first is exactly the same in second. And you can kind of tell more whether you're using your arms or not, moving them. And then come to first. How about right side, down, left side, down. And again, my arm is not changing position, and it's honoring that midline, and it's not crossing. 4, 3, 2, and 1, except one more, because I started with the right foot. I mean, arm, whatever those things are. Come on, bring it down. Feet, arms, right, left, who knows? No one knows. Just match me. Match me. Okay, so preparatory position. We're actually gonna bring those arms up to second, back down to prep. Up to second, back down to prep. Now, I want you to think about keeping your chest lifted and your shoulders back and down. So this is down to second, 4, 3, nice and slow. 2, and 1. Now, I would like to try fifth position. So arms up. Remember, they're not so far back. That makes your body arch. I should be able to see them without moving my head, just my eyes. I have that nice round circle. Now we're gonna open to second, and close. Open to second, close. Open to second, close. One more of these. Open to second, close. Now let's drop just the right arm and close. And left arm and close. And right arm and close. And left arm. And now I want you to notice I'm not leaving my arm like this, right? I'm turning to second. So your arm is moving just a little bit. 2 more. 1 and 2. And bring one down. Shoot 1. Okay, so that's my hips, but so it made me feel better.
I'm glad I had one cup weights and then I've been for 2 days, so it's like swapping.
No way!
Even with 1 pound weights. It's
That's terrible. That's the worst thing I've heard. So I would also like to do some reach. And when we reach, so let's go the right way first. Since we're facing the other way. I'm gonna make a straight line. So I'm pointing my toe, it actually comes a little bit out from second. Right, my hips, and push. Together. Point. Together. And if you can have a little bend, so you get a little plie going on in there.
See, Cheryl does pretty moves. I was doing gorilla.
That's, I guess, not shocking.
I do the grungier side of weightlifting.
Yeah. One more. Now I'd like you to open. Open. So I'm letting the end of my weight lead the way. And I still have a little bend. And I do the beginning part of the circle.
It's really good for range of motion, first of all. And even with this little baby weight, my hand, I can feel my core. Like,
Awesome. Yes.
like love handles and all.
Yes. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. You're okay.
Breathing a little heavy.
Breathing heavy? Oh.
Getting a little, I'm gonna bring my towel in now.
You can step outside, it's still kind of sprinkling.
There we go. We'll cool you down. So the last one I want to do, because we did side to side, I want to do front and back, but I want to make sure you're thinking about your shoulders when you do this, right? Because some folks have a little trouble with this range. So I want you to be very deliberate and very slow. So the front of my weight kind of leads the way to the back. Oh, your exercise ring is closed. I guess Pam is done. Not yet. So I'm trying not to move so much. I mean, the top of your body moves a little bit as your arm goes to the back. I'm trying to minimize. Because I really want the focus to be the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to reverse direction. Back and around front. Back and around front. Which is virtually the same exact one we were just doing, doesn't it feel a whole lot different in your body? Something about that back. Start. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, I'm good with weights now.
Okay, Pam, because I won't see you later. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave in 5 minutes. I think you have an impingement. So Cheryl, before she leaves, I want you to try to stretch. Just sliding up and down, and parallel to the pole. And then try the other side, and slide up and down the pole. And I'm pushing my arm into the pole.
Okay, sorry. Assignment from the boss.
So I think that you have a nerve impinged in your arm. Okay, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Oh, change room. That's what it was. So, let me put the right foot in front. Oh, you can see my feet anymore. There we go.
I can fix it.
So we did a little bit of plie while we were doing our arms a minute ago. But now we're in 5th position, so my right foot is in the front. My heel and toe are touching on the side over here. My back foot is turned out. I'm looking for this. Now I can like be with my pupils. Awesome. So again, we're doing a little bit of plie just to loosen stuff up. And if you would like your arms, at least in preparatory. So even though we're not actively using them, they're still getting a little bump. And then let's switch and put that left foot in the front. Plie. I'm keeping my back up nice and tall, like I was up against the pole.
Okay, so tight today. It's super weird. No. No.
And then let's do second position. So second position, just a little focused plie, right? Think about bending down, bending down, bending. Right? I could have a hook on my head and not move. Straight up and down. Now, we're gonna add a little hop. And we're gonna put that right foot in front, right back into 5th position. So we're gonna bend and 5th. Let's try that.
I'm thinking that it's just staying.
Well, we can go bending first. It's just not one. There we go. Woo!
You know how much concentration it takes?
That's good. I can see the wheels moving.
What's not smoke?
Okay, so let's do first. Bend and second. Bend and first. They're just little, they don't have to be bent, giant ones. But I want you to keep this up nice and tall. Now, we know what 5th position is, right? So now, open to second. Now we're going to close 5th position. It's a brain teaser. I can't speak English when we're doing it. And remember, you don't have to come all the way off the floor. Although, if you were in the Boston Ballet, you certainly could. but as long as your heels are off the floor. Now let's switch and put the left one in front, sorry.
Arms alternating.
Oh, she's smart. All right, pretend we did.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was the doctor today.
Yeah, that's good. So this is super graceful. Second position. We're gonna sit in that plie. We're gonna bend front and hang. And then we're gonna come up and arms high. Down, hang. Up, arms high. So I've got that roundness going on a little bit here, but I'm really just kind of reaching for the floor. This is what happens when you don't know my other thing. In, down, and I'm really thinking about letting my upper body drop here. That's why I had to stretch first, and then come on up. And arms high. Come on up. Trying to get that hip action going.
Oh, I can feel like trying to stretch.
Ah, it's that time. All right, we're just gonna do some side to side. Just letting our stuff flow. And do a little figure with my hand. We got a little bit of lunge going on. You sure you have all your stuff?
I didn't bring a lot of stuff in today.
Well, that's good.
Trying to wear, what is that? My Christmas slippers on.
Yes,
My
they're,
tennis shoes on in the car because
they're sexy.
I know, right?
How about right, sir? Oh, gee, this kind of looks like the other thing that you did. How's your feelings? How about keep the legs and go front and open, front, 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 and open. Now let's go high and open. So fifth position, high and open, high and open, high and open, high, open, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1.
See you tomorrow?
Yes!
Did you like I said that? I didn't ask if she's going to, I just said, see you tomorrow. It worked.
It almost worked on Wednesday.
I know, right?
It almost did.
Almost.
Almost.
Actually, I was sweating inside class yesterday. Somebody lost their mind.
Yeah? Shocking. You don't say. All right, now I'm a tiny little person again. Here, I'm gonna go up a little bit more. Let's sit first. This guy still doesn't look happy. It's like the sun's like, I'm here, and the clouds are like, no, you it. So I am in straddle position. Hopefully I can feel the straddle from earlier that we did a little bit in those muscles. My toes are pointed. I'm gonna reach front. Nice and slow. I'm trying to keep my back nice and straight so my upper body is like a lever. It doesn't actually change position. I don't want you to tuck your chin yet. Once you've been here, you can grab your chin. Come on up, and then let's flex. There we go. Again, we're keeping this top part nice and straight. Think about how far can I get those fingers to go? Also think about those flexed toes. And then drop your chin. Come on. Get together. Again, if it needs to be out here, that's cool. I'm trying to get a really good stretch for me because I want to see if today's the day. Who knows about the day? But, you know, every day, it might be the day. You don't know till you try. Hinging at the waist. Nice and straight. Some folks like to put block either under their feet. And then you want to tuck your chin. Now, before we go into our splits though, let's cross one leg, right leg over left, left leg over, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to around the line, and I'm keeping my spine nice and straight. Other side. It's bent. Let's go to our knees. Woo! I know. We've been waiting for this all week. Would be right. Nice and straight. Hips are straight, everything's straight. One foot up in the front. We'll get that 90-degree angle going on here. We're gonna bend that in front. And I'm looking to get the stretch right through here. I'm keeping my upper body up nice and tall. And if you wanted to use blocks, okay, do that. Then we're going to come back to that neutral position, dig that heel to the front, and let's sit. So I'm sort of bending that back knee, and I'm digging that heel in, and I'm thinking about pushing that heel into the floor. Come on up. And now your foot should be out of perfect alignment, right? It's a little further front, might scooch to the side a little bit. We're going to use that to stretch. Again, focusing on the center section of your legs to help that split. Back one more time. And with that toe, slide front. Oh, today's not the day, man. It's getting better though, and look at yours. Yours looks amazing.
yelling.
Can't believe you didn't say this stuff. We're not over. Yeah. You missed it. Started. Well, we started kind of on time-ish,
Yeah, that's,
not early anyway. So make sure that back toe, this one here, likes to move all around and do crazy things. Make sure it's in alignment with that leg. So when I'm looking in the mirror, I can even see it. And then with the lunge front. Oh, maybe the left one will be better, Pam. You never know. Sometimes it is. Oh, the sun's losing. It's losing the battle up there. Back. And again, so you come to neutral position that first time, dig that heel to the front, straighten that leg, and then sit. Because I want you to, you should be able to feel that all along here. When you dig that heel in, and when you sit, it's putting tension on that hamstring and calf muscle. From front. Again, we have that wider stance now because we're straightening that front leg. And I know you say, why do we always do a split? I'm never going to do a split in real life. I get that. But the only way to stretch these muscles this way and to get them as good, back one more time, dig that heel, is to try and do that. And having those muscles that you use to do split be nice and strong helps with all of the rest of this. All right, and let's come front. Slide that foot front. If the floor was just a little taller. Oh, my back leg is crimping. Rude. I was too sick. Do my split, that's what happened. All right. Do a little. Little of this up here. Another arm. Pass those hands in the back. Stretch like this. I'm pushing my arms and my shoulders down. If you like, you can put your hands in. Changes it a little bit, gives you a little more shoulder. And then Pam has some exercises to do that were prescribed by her very best friend, Nicole. Happy Thursday! Have a good weekend. See you tomorrow morning, maybe.